Hello guys, this is Ryo69501 and welcome to my channel. Well, on this video I'm going to give you my thoughts for this 4-issue story arc, which is from Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, and starts from issue number 14. Check out this cover. Nice, huh? Look at that. Part 2 is issue 15. Look at that. Nice colors. Part 3, issue 16. Check this out. And the last part is issue number 17. Okay, before I start, I want to let you know that this story arc, it has pre-story 1. So I'm gonna go with the main story, which is what the title says, Quest for Hope, and it's the search for the Blue Lantern, Saint Walker. So we have what you see on the cover. That's what the story is about. The Guardians told Hal Jordan and Kyle Reiner to search for hope, to save Walker, because they know that the universe needs hope. Otherwise, it's gonna fall apart. So they go and search for hope. So from there, we see that on this story arc, we see is the beginning of kind of like a team up between the Green Lantern and the Sinestro Corps, the Yellow Lantern. We all know they always be enemy. They are like oil and vinegar. They don't mix. But right now, since Sinestro is gone, defeated, maybe killed by Hal Jordan, but we know that in the comic book world, nobody stays dead for too long. They always been, let's not call it die or dead, kind of like misplaced. That's the term that comic books should be using right now, because nobody stayed dead for too long. So instead to call it dying or dead, they should call it misplaced. I guess it makes a little more sense. So anyway, back to the story. So Hal Jordan and Kyle Reiner, they left to search for Saint Walker. Check that out. Awesome. And they find him. Yeah, he was in some place in some volcanic planet, surrounded by kind of like an alien dragons. Check that out. I mean, look at that. Look at the size of that dragon. Look at that. Awesome. So the thing is that this story has a lot of back and forth, and then from there we see that Guy Gardner, he's kind of like, he has his own quest, and his quest is in search for Arkilo. Arkilo is the version of Kilowog of the Green Lantern. So the Yellow Lantern has Arkilo, which is the same thing as Kilowog, kind of like big guy, strong, bad mood, and all that. Well, that's the thing. So because he knows that Arkilo is almost the same as Kilowog. He's the main guy. He trained all the members of the Yellow Lantern just like Kilowog did on the Green. So he knows that he needs to search that guy. The thing is that most of the Yellow Lantern Corps or members, they all dissipated, or not dissipated. They just kind of like, most of them, they just took their own way. You see, the thing is that once that Sinestro being misplaced, displaced actually, well, some members stood or stayed with Sinestro's daughter, and they still have the Sinestro Corps or the Yellow Corps. The thing is that most of the members, they just flew away, kind of like escape. So they're searching for them all over the universe, because the Sinestro Corps and Green Lantern Corps, both of them are weak. A lot of members has died between wars between the two of them, and some of the stuff that been happening throughout the or the history of the Green Lantern Corps since the New 52. Ah, coffee. It's hot. So the thing is that so the Sinestro's daughter is giving them kind of like a choice. She tells them, okay, you got two choices. You either can join us and be part of the Lantern Corps and do good, or if you decide not to be part of the Corps, then you can always go to jail, and that's it. So there are a lot of Yellow Lanterns fugitives throughout the universe. So, but back to Guy Gardner. Guy Gardner is searching for a specific one, Arkilo, and I will tell you why. So we see here that Kyle Reiner and R. Jordan are fighting, trying to survive those dragons or whatever. Until guess who shows up? Ah, look at that. Yep, Saint Walker. You showed up to save the day. Awesome, huh? Ah. So from there we go to part 2, 15. Nice color. Look at that. Like that the red orange color background. I like it. So the thing is that here we see that they're talking about it, and then we see that Guy Gardner, he finally went to a planet or a place where he believes that Arkilo is hiding. So he's kind of like punching his way through what people like cops do. They kind of like beat up on their snitches, so that way they can tell them what they want to know. So Guy Gardner tell him, look, I'm looking for Arkilo, and I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you, so that way to make sure that you will tell him. Tell him they're gonna be here. They're gonna be in some place or certain place waiting for him. They just tell him that. They say, well, he's not going to show up and this and that. And he gets punched again and say, okay, fine, I will tell. So from there, we move to the planet where Sam Walker is. Look at that. Awesome page. Love it. Look at that. Just awesome. So now that they have found each other, so now they are fighting against kind of like a creature in that planet that has kind of like how this it's hard to I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like what is the opposite of hope. The all the bad things or all the terms that you can come up with that is the opposite of hope. Well, that's what it is. So Sandwalk is fighting along with the other two lanterns against those creatures. I guess I can call it that way. Here it is. That one there. Kind of like over here. That looks like a half a brain. Well, kind of. Actually, and they have trapped Kyle Reiner and Hal Jordan, and we can see them like they're kind of like in the Twilight Zone, in some place dark, but they know it's like they do not understand where are they because that half brain, I'm gonna call it that way, is inside their mind. So he actually is playing with their mind. So we see him here. So where they see all kind of past memories, what they have. It's kind of like a memory lane, I guess I can call it that way. Look at that. Now I have to say that this artist Ben Seaver is awesome. Look at that. I know what he says online, but it doesn't take out the fact that he's a good artist. The thing is that half brain don't know who Guy Gardner is and the White Lantern is. And the thing is that when those two are together, they're kind of like inspiration. And the creature, he cannot deal with that. Look at that. It's kind of like explode. So they got free. Look at that. Awesome. And then from there we go and see that we see Guy Gardner waiting for Arkilo to show up in a chair. Now he has no ring. He took off the ring, but check. I'm gonna show you if I can see it here. Oh, it's on the next issue. And then the next page. Guess who shows up? Arkilo. Check that out. Awesome, huh? So now part 3. Now this issue 16 is all fight, fight, fight. Okay, so now check out Guy Gardner T-shirt that has that letter W over here. Doesn't reminds you of the same, well, not the same, kind of like the logo back in the 90s when Guy Gardner turns into Guy Gardner Warrior. Can it be possible? I mean, they're kind of like giving us kind of like a homage of Guy Gardner Warrior. That's why he wearing that T-shirt. Reminds me of that logo, which if that was the reason, well, then I'm not mistaken. But to me, it's kind of like, giving us like a glimpse when he used to be, or maybe on the future he might turn out to be again Guy Gardner Warrior. I don't know. We'll see. I guess we have to wait. So the thing is that Guy Gardner, he wants to have a fist fight with Arkilov. That's the whole thing. Believe it or not. He wants to fight Arkilov with no powers, no ring, just old-fashioned street fight. That's it. No weapons, no nothing. Just hand-to-hand combat. All a street fight, boxing, and everything that goes with it. So that's what this issue is about. The thing is that for him, not that when he started to fight Arkilov, I mean, he just got knocked out on the first punch. Look at it. Which I'm surprised, I don't know how he survived that. So while he's unconscious, we see that he's remembering when he was a kid with his father, that his father was an alcoholic. And he used to get beat up by his father for no reason. He used to come home every night drunk. I mean, he just drunk and just beat up on Guy Gardner when he was a kid, just because it was his kid's fault. It was Guy Gardner's fault for his father's failures. Which on his father's failures mind, on his mind, that's what it is. But we all know that is wrong. But that's the story. So we see that every time that Arkilov punch him and talk trash to Guy Gardner remember his father when he was punched. So between panel and panel, we see Guy Gardner getting punched by Arkilov, he get punched by his father. See, finally he wakes up. Look at that, he got up. He said, well, hey buddy, the fight is not over. So they go at it. And then from there, we go to the fight again. Look at this. I mean, the whole thing is a whole fight. Look at it. Just fight, fight, fight. It was an awesome fight. And you're probably wondering how he can win. Well, I'm going to let you know. Look at that. The thing is that Sinestro's daughter and Jon Stewart, they all worry about Guy Gardner because they know how Guy Gardner's crazy he is, and he's going to get killed by Arkilov. He said, look, if he go into a fist fight against Arkilov, he's going to die. I mean, he's going to need a surgeon or something because Guy Gardner almost got his ear ripped off. Look at that. Right here. Oops, sorry about that. Over here. Look at it. He almost got his ear ripped off. And not only that, Guy Gardner managed to break a finger because he started remember. I mean, he got his inner strength. He got it by remembering what his father used to do to him and tell him. So that kind of like gave him more rage. That's how he can fight Arkilov. That's why Guy Gardner is the way he is. Short temper or bad temper. I mean, that's why he doesn't take nothing from nobody. The way he was raised by his father, alcoholic father. So by getting beat up every time. And right here we see the Arkilov punch on the stomach to Guy Gardner. Look at it. He probably half of his ribs broken. Look at it. So from there, we more fight. Look at it. The thing is that once that he thought that he beat Guy Gardner got up and kind of like pulled one of Arkilo's eyes out. Kind of like pulled his eye out. Believe it or not. Look at that. Awesome. A lot of blood. So look at that. They both got beat up. Big time. Big time. The thing is that finally Guy Gardner won. Jon Stewart arrived with Sylvester's daughter, and Guy Gardner passed out, and he kind of like he died. He died because he had internal bleeding, broken bones, organs that were not working right. It appears that he died, but he didn't. But still, it was a fun cliffhanger. Okay, issue number 17, the last part. Okay, here we see that Guy Gardner is at the hospital. He's getting okay, and Arkilo, he also survived. This and that. So then from there, we see that Guy Gardner kept one of his Arkilo's tooth. Look at that, next to the bed as a trophy. Look at that. Only Guy Gardner do that. And then from there, we go to to the Mojo planet. Okay, there we see that the Guardians are talking to Kyle Rayner over here. You see, the Guardian wants Kyle Rayner to use his ring to resurrect from the dead because he did it one time. Because one White Lantern signify, or the meaning to be a White Lantern is life. So, and if I'm not mistaken, Kyle Rayner, he resurrected somebody. I don't know. I believe it was in the New 52, and I quite remember what the story was about, but I believe he did. So the Guardians believe that Kyle Rayner, he can resurrect the other Blue Lanterns because Saint Walker, he's the last of his kind. Now remember, the New 52, the whole planet of the Blue Lantern, it just on the race. They all die, all of them except for one. Sam Walker. He's the only one of his kind. The thing is that he tried to do that. So he said, Cartman, okay, but I don't know if I can do it. Okay, the thing is that by combining his power with Sam Walker, trying to resurrect the rest of the dead Blue Lanterns. The thing is that the power is being so strong that something happened. Now from there we go to the hospital, where we see Guy Gardner talking to Arkilo, that he's almost in a coma after the fight. And he's kind of like, he got respect. He tells Arkilo that he respects him. You see, you are the toughest guy, you are the toughest one that I ever fight. And for that you have my respect. And I hope that once that you get up, you and I can be working together and kick some bad guys' ass. So probably we're going to see now Arkilo and Guy Gardner kind of like a team buddy, and because they both have almost the same personality. So I believe it might be fun. I think it's going to be fun. Okay, from there we go back to the resurrection. Here we see Kyle Rayner and Sam Walker. The thing is that he used all his power, all of it. All the power that he has, all his concentration, and it did not work. You see, now we see Kyle Rayner lying on his knee. The thing is that he used all the power, so he kind of like run out of it. So he has nothing left. The thing is that by not having nothing left, look at that. Well, now you see, Kyle Rayner, the White Lantern, he becomes White Lantern because he was the only Lantern who can wield, who can yield each color of the spectrum. We're talking about 7 rings, each color. He was the only one. So the thing is, by trying to do what he was trying to resurrect, well, it did not work. He lost all his power. So all the rings that he had, they just kind of like separated. Not only that, he's kind of he began to get some memories where we see Flash over here when he arrived to the Rebirth universe. Look at that. And we see when on the last page over here. Look at that. Awesome. It's kind of like this is the first time that they connect Carl Reiner with the resurrection, with the Rebirth story, or like the bottom, kind of. So this is the first time that they directly connected one Green Lantern member to the Rebirth. So from there we see that all the greens kind of like separated. They left Carl Reiner, except for one, the green. So this is the transition of Guy Gardner to become the Guy Gardner that we knew back in the 90s. So this is the transition of Guy Gardner from White Lantern to the Lantern when he was first time back in the 90s. You can tell by the mask. Check that out. So now he's back. So that was the end of the story. So it was more like I said, it had three stories: the transition of Carl Reiner, the fight of Guy Gardner, the search for Saint Walker. And I have to say it was a good story, not the greatest, but it was good. It was fun. It's kind of like this story continued where the last story arc ended. So it was a good read. It was fun. Like the art, everything. So in what's gonna happen now with the Green Lantern Corps, that now that Carl Reiner is that he's back being the Green Lantern from the 90s? I don't know, but it has to be fun. Also about Guy Gardner he's wearing that T-shirt with the W letter, which is Guy Gardner Warrior. That he's gonna be back being Guy Gardner Warrior. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't that crazy about Guy Gardner being Guy Gardner Warrior. So Green Lantern Warrior, So I wasn't not too crazy about it. But hey, who knows? So we had to wait and see. But overall, this Quest for Hope, it was a fun story. A lot of fight. So if you want to see a good boxing match, this is it. And I would give it 4 out of 5. Because like I said, it was a fun story. So I'm going to choose the best cover. The best cover I'm going to choose is, God, I'm between these two covers. Well, I'm going to get this one because it's the transition of Carl Reiner. Although this being my video, I'm going to choose these two covers. Why not? Well, guys, this is it. I hope that you like this video. Till later. Bye.